let's talk about conscious vampires or the vampires of consciousness. What are conscious vampires? Conscious vampires are vampires who come in the form of teachers, gurus, sages, oracles, prophets, preachers, healers, so forth and so on. That's the mask they wear and the facade they put on, but they're really energy-sucking vampires with an uncontrollable hunger and everlasting appetite. They feed on your energy and your praise. They have a taste for your attention, and they cleverly find ways to obtain it. Without your attention, they'll starve and cease to exist. Conscious vampires need an audience, so they create platforms to allure that audience. And on that platform, they'll tell them things like they love them, and they're doing this because they love them, and everything they do is out of love for you. They talk to you like they're here to save you or they've saved you. But they say those things to gain your trust, to get you to let your guard down and let them in. Once you invite them in, one or two things will take place. Possession, meaning you'll become like them, or you become fooled. To become like them, you have to possess the energy, so they transfer the energy to you. If you become fooled, they possess your energy, and you transfer your energy to them. Then you hear people tell these stories of how they were scammed and schemed out of their money by these vampires they gave their trust to. Their foolishness unexpectedly led them to ghoulishness. They just wanted to be like Max, but ended up like Julius. It's said that vampires sell their soul for immortality, but in order to live forever physically, they must feed on the life force of others. That life force is found in the blood. That's where the power is. That's where the spirit lives, the spirit of your ancestors, but in Western science they call it DNA. And they don't call spirits, they call it energy. You have internal energy and external energy. Psychic vampires feed on both. They externalize your positive energy and you internalize their negative energy. After an encounter with them, they feel high and you feel low. They feel charged and you feel drained. This is what they live for. Physical satisfaction and outside gratification is their addiction. Now, those types of vampires choose to be vampires because they admire the vampire lifestyle, so much so that they embrace being bitten and look forward to becoming vampires. They're under a spell. They're mind altered and mind controlled. So either you stay sucker free or you become food for these vampiric entities. The suckers you need to stay away from, or the suckers you need to stay free from, are energy suckers. They're the psychic vampires that feed on your energy. This is what I'm referring to when I say keep broken people out of your circle, especially when they have no interest in self-repair. That makes them highly toxic and parasitic if they're content with being broken. Every parasite needs a host. If they find a good one, they'll stick around for a while because they found a steady food source, you. Your emotions, that's what they feed on. That's why you leave from around certain people and you feel drained, because you've been around energy suckers. Keep them vampires out of your circle. They can only get in if you invite them in, so stop inviting them into your circle. That's how you get bit. This is how you become fooled. You know, vampires shapeshift, so they may come in the form of friends, family, loved ones, people who are close to you. That's how they get the invite. The invite is an invitation to a meal, and you're on the menu. Your energy is the main course. Stay sucker free. Don't fuck around and get bit or become a ghoul possessed by the vampiric energy. If you allow that to happen, you'll become a slave to the misery of others. Misery loves company. Don't let that company be you. Like the Wu said, protect your neck and protect your mental, because these vampires is hungry for it. You got to learn mental self-defense and apply it when dealing with these energy vampires, because they attack your psyche. That's what they do. Don't let them psych you into their level of ignorance. Don't allow yourself to be possessed by the ignorance of others. Don't get trapped in their circles of ignorance. Remove yourself from their circles. Keep all the weak, worrisome, doubtful, fearful, pessimistic, simple-minded, mundane, non-magical, chain-brain people out of your circle, because they fucking suck, literally. They're energy suckers. They're vampiric and they're toxic. Trust me, you'll do much better without them. The parasite needs the host. The host doesn't need the parasite. Remember, vampires have the ability to shapeshift in the power of mind control, so they'll appear in the forms of your friends, family, and loved ones. They use these images to manipulate your thoughts and actions, leaving you in a trance that will have you stuck on stupid and bound to basic. You know, the original vampires came out of Kim. They were light vampires, vampires of the sun, who fed off sun rays and etheric light. So let's break down the word vampire. Vampire is ham pyro. Ham pyro is Kim fire. Ham means Kim, Kim means black, and pyro means fire. Black fire is soul fire or solar fire. This is the reason for the dawning sun salutations and sun rituals. There were also moon salutations and moon rituals. Now, when you take a look at the character Blade, Blade represents the balance of the sun and the moon, the light and the dark, the yin and the yang, order and chaos, enlightenment and transformation. He's a representation of the perfect black. He maintains his divinity while submerged in the corruption of humanity. He doesn't allow himself to be corrupted. He stays true to his path. Like Blade, some of us are born vampires. We didn't desire to be that. It's just something we were birthed into. We feed off light, not people. We were born with divine spirit. We have soul, and we do not wish to live forever physically. We break spells, unalter, and control our own minds, and we assist others with tapping into their ability to do the same. Immortal souls have no desire for physical immortality. Who wants to live in illusion forever? The soulless ones? Because for them this is it. But all false things will perish, and so shall they. I said it before. The problem is, supreme beings are emulating human beings, and human beings are emulating mankind. The greater thans are mimicking the lesser thans, and the haves are modeling after the have-nots. When I said that, I was referring to the soulful ones emulating the soulless ones instead of aligning with their divine purpose. They align with the mundane purpose their programmers assigned to them. The programmers are the architects of the illusion they've been conditioned into. For most people, the architects are their parents. They're the ones that ushered them in. That's the matrix. Ma tricks. They trick the ma to get the child. Matrix means womb. So to trick the mother is to plant the seeds of deception, miseducating the child in the womb, only to give birth to those seeds of deception. Beware of trick knowledge. Keep your seeds pure.